this last vid, and then we're gonna go to sleep, chat.
The show SpongeBob
Cause it's late for you guys
SquarePants
too.
is not what you think it is. There is a secret group of puppet masters who are always watching the citizens of Bikini Bottom and pulling the strings. Hidden within Bikini Bottom are spies that keep.
Alright, everybody, listen up, bro.
Make sure everything
You gotta really listen to these
This
theories.
is a conspiracy that will fundamentally change the way you look at the show SpongeBob SquarePants, and I believe it's all actually intended by the creators, and I'm gonna prove it. This
You gotta
is
really listen, guys.
The television theory.
Everybody lock in.
Great reaction to my Squilliam
Everybody lock
Francis
in.
theory, and I had a lot of fun making it.
You lying, deceiving bastard! I didn't even realize that.
But trust me when I say that what I've discovered this time is much, much bigger. To start this theory, we have to go back to the very beginning of the very first episode of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hey, yo, put some pants on, bro.
So fascinating, so wonderful. Here we see Bikini Bottom, teeming with life, home of one of my favorite creatures, SpongeBob SquarePants. Yes, of course he lives in a pineapple, you silly.
So let me ask you a question.
Got no school tomorrow, Friday? Sheesh, nice.
Well, obviously that's just the narrator. We hear his voice many throughout the show.
Goo Lagoon, a stinky mud puddle to you and me. The Krusty Krab. Through these doors pass all the many kinds of undersea life. Pop's boating school, where diligent students learn the rules of the road.
But who exactly is the narrator? Well, he's just the narrator, right? We're not supposed to think about who he is or why we're hearing him. Lots of shows have narrator framing devices we're not supposed to think about.
Caillou was amazed that Mommy had made a rainbow, just like in the picture.
But there's something different about this narrator. He sounds a lot like he's narrating a nature documentary.
The ocean. From above, a simple blanket of water. But below, a complex world full of color, life, and wonder.
The sea. So fascinating, so wonderful. Here we see Bikini Bottom, teeming with life.
What if I told you that he's not just some random disembodied voice? He's an actual character in this universe.
No way.
Again at the Bikini Bottom boating school. Today is once again the day of SpongeBob's boating school exam, but more importantly, this is the last test for the year. And if SpongeBob does not pass,
You got no school this week?
it
Sheesh.
means another whole year of boating school.
SpongeBob literally crashes into the fourth wall, and we actually get to see the narrator and the camera he's been filming with. The show SpongeBob SquarePants is not just a cartoon. Everything we see is a part of a nature documentary television show being filmed by scuba divers. And if you're still not convinced, I searched really hard and found an old SpongeBob
I heard that before.
feature that basically confirms everything.
Since before time even existed, land-loving scientists have tried to learn the secrets of intelligence. Their studies led them to the sea, where the citizens of one undersea colony demonstrated a genius so enormous, the scientists felt compelled to record their actions for use in teaching mankind how to live better. The name of this miraculous place? Bikini Bottom. Poring over the mass of brainy masterminds scattered about this strange land, the scientists chose 6 Bikini Bottom residents at random to study. As the scientists marveled at the advanced knowledge and superior intellect of these 6 creatures, I went to college! They rolled their cameras and took notes. And now, finally, we can learn all of the things that these...
Hey, chat, what's funnier than 24?
teach us. Life lessons from Bikini Bottom.
I don't know how it can get.
What's funnier than 24?
Now, if you rewatch the show with this new information in mind,
25.
take on a whole new meaning. Throughout the series, there's this weird, unexplained running gag of a human hand interfering with the characters. It's even in the beginning of every episode in the intro for the show. Maybe the filmmakers are doing a bit more than just studying these characters. The hand seems to mostly interfere just to maintain the health and safety of the characters, like treating SpongeBob for the suds.
Well, Mr. SquarePants, it seems you have the suds. Are you ready for your treatment? Oh, Hans!
What the? What the fuck? Y'all remember this episode?
It makes sense that the filmmakers would.
Oh, hell no. Nasty ass, crusty ass feet.
SpongeBob, but that's not the only reason why they interfere. Season 3, Episode 16, I Had an Accident, is infamous for having one of the most absurd, confusing endings in the entire show. It ends with a real gorilla suddenly coming out of a Patrick costume and attacking the characters.
I remember this. I remember all the episodes, man. This shit creeped me out when I was little, though.
Then as soon as SpongeBob begins to question the logic of the scene, this happens.
Toes.
What's the gorilla doing underwater in the first place?
Well, it's funny you should. I mean, see the George.
Yo.
Let's get out of here.
I never thought about that, chat. He was all confused. I mean, he was so protective over that. That means he had to be somebody that's underwater, like, you know what I'm saying? They're just in a costume. It wasn't a real
SpongeBob is
gorilla.
weird show, but this is always
That's
stuck out
crazy.
as being just a little too weird. But knowing what we know now, I think I can explain what's going on here. This isn't a real gorilla. Every other land animal we've seen underwater wears a helmet and is drawn in a cartoony style. The gorilla is shown in a live-action style, and the only time we ever see live-action characters is when they're human. So I believe both the gorilla and the horse he rides away on are humans wearing costumes. The filmmakers set this whole thing up just to make the episode more entertaining. It's starting to seem like this isn't strictly a nature documentary anymore. It's more of a reality TV show made for entertainment. Who knows what other absurd elements of the show are actually put there by the filmmakers to make the show more entertaining and profitable. Although,
That's
based on
true.
people's reaction, it doesn't always seem to pay off. But how far will the filmmakers go to make the show more profitable?
Saturday morning in Bikini Bottom.
And it looked like he had scuba diving gear on, though.
Saturday morning show, The Adventures of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, enjoying a bowl of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy bland cereal, and wearing the official Mermaid Man and
Hey, look at them grills.
Blackfist bikers.
If we think of this as a television show, this sounds an awful lot like a product placement. I mean, listen to how the narrator specifically says the full names of the products.
The Adventures of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy bland cereal, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy Blackfist bikers.
Why don't you let me fix you some of
Hey, who has teeth like that, chat?
all natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mountain Nicaragua, no artificial sweeteners.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Maybe the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy TV show is actually from the surface world. They are human after all. It makes sense that the filmmakers would choose to highlight these popular superhero characters. The more they show, the more they're gonna sell Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy merchandise. Hang on a second, why are Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy the same size as all the fish in Bikini Bottom, even though humans are always shown as massive compared to fish? Whatever, I'll come back to that one later. The show doesn't even just hide product placements. In the episode Model Sponge, they literally trick SpongeBob into making a commercial for a human product.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Director.
Very well. Lose the pants!
Hey, yo! Hey, chat, cover your eyes. Cover your eyes.
What's happening?
Not the grills.
This scene, you'll be cleaning bathroom fixtures.
Okay, so where's my cleaning utensil?
Don't you get it? You are the cleaning utensil. High speed!
Oh no, your bathroom is a disaster. Get it cleaned up fast with the new sponge.
Bruh.
Household chores.
Yo, cover your eyes. Get chat, cover your eyes, bruh.
It cleans sinks. Just look at that shine.
This is just like in real life how SpongeBob is such a popular character that he's used to sell tons and tons of products.
The world is my office.
Oh my
Last
god.
year I made $1.7 million. By
Nobody
the exact
fucking
opposite of-
cares.
So far I've shown
You notice how you say, I made $1.7 million. You don't even have AirPods on, boy. You got wire.
you
Get
that
out,
the show
man, I'm tired,
SpongeBob
man.
SquarePants is actually a documentary television show, but the creators continue
I don't have
to
eyes, me either,
push
bro.
their own agendas and make more
Oh my
money.
god,
But they're
SpongeBob, put
bringing
some
this to
clothes
another
on,
aspect.
bro.
Do the characters know they're in a television show? Let's go back to that clip where SpongeBob hits the cameraman.
It means another whole year of boarding school! What happened?
Oh, nothing, SpongeBob. You just struck another pedestrian.
Mrs. Puff calls him a pedestrian, which sounds more like she thinks he's just some random Bikini Bottom citizen. The different types of marine life in SpongeBob are so diverse and weird looking that it's not too hard to believe that the characters just think these filmmakers are another weird type of fish. And back to the gorilla.
Oh,
episode,
do
the
they
gorilla
even know they're in a
gets
show,
nervous
Chad?
And run away when SpongeBob questions what's going on.
We built different on guy.
Well, it's It's funny you should. I mean, see the George, they're onto us.
Let's get out of here.
Almost like the creators don't want the characters to be aware their lives are being interfered with. Now, there isn't a ton of footage of the characters interacting with the filmmakers, but I dug really deep and found the smoking gun that answers all of our questions. This is an old commercial from 2004 made to promote the Spongebob movie.
SpongeBob, what kind of jellyfish is that?
It's not a jellyfish, Patrick. It's a spaceship.
Oh shit. Yo.
Carlos from the zone. I was wondering if you could answer a few questions.
Questions? Run for your lives!
No, Pat, don't you see? It wants to learn about our world, and it's chosen us.
What? Yay! Oh, we've been chosen.
A submarine comes down to SpongeBob and Patrick.
Fucking Patrick, dude.
To promote the new movie. SpongeBob and Patrick are clearly confused by this and think the submarine is some kind of alien. They also have no idea that they're the stars of a movie.
Well, thanks, guys. We'll see you in the movie.
Bye.
Movie? What's that?
I know.
It's pretty clear at this point that the characters are unaware their lives are being filmed.
Damn, that's crazy. They don't even know they're getting recorded, chat. They don't even have no consent. There's no contracts or nothing, you know what I'm saying?
SpongeBob and the director fish that directed the commercial for the human world. What makes these characters so special? First off, the director fish isn't actually from Bikini Bottom. Before he directed this commercial, we saw him as a citizen of New Kelp City in the episode Whatever Happened to SpongeBob. Out of all the
Did anybody else see New Kelp City? I don't remember that.
He chose a character from out of town. Almost like the filmmakers didn't want to use anyone in Bikini Bottom so they wouldn't risk everyone finding out about the television show. Then there's the Doctor Fish. We don't know where he originally came from, but he's an extremely suspicious character.
He is suspicious as hell, boy.
Sometimes he's purple with orange hands, sometimes he's a pirate, and he bears a striking resemblance to Dr.
That's crazy. He do be doing that.
Why does he have so many different disguises and identities? What is he hiding? I believe hidden throughout Bikini Bottom are spies like this, who are aware they're in a television show and keep tabs on the main characters and make sure everything goes to plan. There's so many suspicious characters in Bikini Bottom that it could literally be anyone. The mailman, the hot dog vendor, Old Man Jenkins, it could literally be anyone. But what if I told you that the biggest spy of all isn't some random side character? It's one of the main characters of the show. Someone who's been there from the very beginning. Someone who's not even
Bro,
from
who?
Bottom. Someone who's not even from the ocean. That's right. Sandy Cheeks.
Bro.
Sandy Cheeks is the thrill-seeking scientific squirrel from Texas who lives underwater in her tree dome. But why did she come to Bikini Bottom? In the episode Chimps Ahoy, we find out she was hired by a group of chimpanzees to come underwater and create inventions. But why does she need to be underwater to make inventions? She could have just as easily have made any of her inventions on land. It must be extremely expensive to maintain a giant dome of air underwater. There is no way the only reason she's here is to make random inventions. I think this whole episode is an elaborate ruse to throw off the other characters from the real reason Sandy is in Bikini Bottom.
Bro, how the hell did they even put that her house there, though?
The show stays on track. Many of the times the characters are in danger, Sandy conveniently steps in to save the day, and many of the wacky, entertaining episode plots are driven by an invention Sandy creates. Everything she does is a calculated move to carry out the hidden agenda of the filmmakers. Her entire
That's crazy.
relationship with SpongeBob and the other characters is built on a lie. But you're probably saying, Sandy is a sweet, friendly squirrel. There's no way she's behind this. You're not convinced yet? That's okay. Because what I'm about to show you,
Bro,
is so
Sandy was a pond?
so insanely revealing that it's actually the whole
Yo.
reason I decided to make this video. Get ready for the big one. Season 10, Episode 10, Feral Friends, is the episode that unlocks this entire mystery. During a birthday party, a green moon suddenly appears and turns everyone except Sandy into less evolved, real-life versions of themselves.
Oh, shit, I remember that.
By this and decides to call someone for help. And take a guess.
She didn't get transformed. Oh.
Narrator speaking.
Hey, Frenchie! It's me, Sandy!
Ah, Sandy Cheeks. How is it hanging?
Oh, it's not hanging too good, Frenchie. You see, there's this
Don't say another word. I have been monitoring the behavior
Bro.
all day.
Huh, yeah, I guess that's a pretty interesting clip, yeah. Holy shit! Sandy literally calls the narrator to let him know what's going on and asks for instructions on what to do next. She has been working with him the entire fucking time. He even has a picture of her on his desk.
Bro.
This is where I originally planned on ending the video.
What the fuck?
Still, one small issue with the television theory. Just one nagging plot hole that contradicts everything. If this is all a television show filmed by scuba divers, then how are we seeing inside the buildings? It's not like any of the humans filming the show could fit inside them. It's the one annoying thing that keeps this theory from being complete. I mean, the most logical explanation is that they have hidden cameras inside of everyone's homes, but we never really see anything like that. Holy shit. Season 6, episode 24, Truth
Dude, this guy's a
The
freaking
Spongebob
genius.
Anniversary special where they reveal lots of stuff about the characters. But the most damning piece of evidence comes from when the characters get lost in the Krusty Krab vents and end up in a room full of monitors showing live footage of all of their homes.
Oh, my house is on TV.
Bruh.
All of our houses are on TV.
Gary the snail, you get down from that bed this instant.
They're literally recording everything, bruh.
Look, it's Sandy.
And who is the character responsible for all of these hidden cameras?
Mr. Krabs, why do you have cameras watching us?
Oh, well, I just want to make sure you all floss after every meal.
Thank you, Mr. Krabs. Dental hygiene is very, very important.
Dental hygiene? Eugene, you lying bastard. Of course he would sell out his friends for a quick buck. And if there's any part of you that thinks there's some chance Mr. Krabs has all these hidden cameras for some other reason, then take a look at what happens next.
Hey, who are those guys?
I think it's us, Patrick. But who are they?
Alright, they're not even
Bruh.
trying to hide it anymore. A cameraman and a boom operator have been following around the characters this entire time. And just like the gorilla, as soon as they get seen, they make a run for it. The case is closed. The television theory is something the show has consistently alluded to from the very first episode to the newest episodes. Maybe one day the show will actually directly address it and our characters will discover the real truth about their world. But regardless, that's my theory. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. See you next time. Hey, whoa, hang on a second. You thought I forgot about the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy thing, didn't ya? Alright, here's a quick bonus theory. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy were two superheroes that fought crime underwater.
I've always wondered about these two.
Evil. Whether or not they actually did this or was all staged for television isn't clear, but they both spent their lives underwater until they became old and retired. But after spending so much time under the sea, they no longer fit in with human society. Plus, Mermaid Man is clearly dealing with some form of dementia and PTSD from fighting evil.
But you can't retire. There's evil afoot.
That nigga fat as hell, boy. Built like a bubblegum. I could chew his ass.
So, they decided to live the rest of their lives in Bikini Bottom.
True Man
In order
Show.
to fit in better with
I
their
haven't
fellow
seen
sea
it.
creatures, they made the permanent decision to shrink themselves
Is it good?
using Mermaid Man's shrinking belt. The case is closed. Again.
That's crazy, bro. Alright, chat.